Hey there, Trump supporters, patriots. Listen, y'all. Did you see what Trump had posted on his Truthless social yesterday morning? It confused me, and I need to kind of get to the bottom of it. I think I've got it figured out, but I need to make sure about this now. He posted on there that Joe Biden didn't have nothing to do with the millions of people crossing that southern border. Joe Biden didn't have nothing to do with it. He said Joe Biden's a good man. He wouldn't let that happen. That's what he said about him, y'all. Joe Biden's a good man. He wouldn't let that happen. He ain't the one to blame for it. And I was confused. I was like, well, he's been telling us for 4 years that it was Sleepy Joe did that Joe Biden was letting all them illegals across the border. Remember that AI video we all believed whenever Joe Biden was saying we're letting all them fighting age men come across the border. Remember that? And we believed it, So he'd been blaming Joe Biden this whole time, and now he turned around saying Joe Biden didn't have nothing to do with it. And I was like, why'd you lie to us, Trump? Why would you lie to us? You wouldn't lie to us like that. Why are you doing it now? And I think I figured it out, y'all. A light bulb went off in my empty brain bucket. What happened was, he don't think Joe's going to make it through these prostate cancer stuff. He don't think he's going to make it. And he knows then if he don't, we're going to have one less person to hate on, y'all. Sleepy Joe, and that's a big one right there to be hating on. So he's just letting us know. He's greasing the skids for us is what he's doing. He's letting us know that if Joe don't make it, we're going to have one less person to hate on and one less person for him to blame stuff on, So he went ahead and let us know in there that it wasn't him doing it, that it wasn't him letting those illegals in. It was all them people around him, auto-penning, y'all, doing the auto-pen stuff. Joe didn't have nothing to do with it, that's what he's saying. So what he's doing is we're going to replace one person to hate on with a bunch of other people. We don't know their names yet, though. He's going to start letting us know who that is. So, it's kind of a bonus if you think about it, because we're all about hating on people. If we run out of one, he's going to replace them with a bunch more, and then he'll start putting the names out there on who to hate and stuff like that, so we can start sending threats and stuff too, That's the way it works. So anyway, so I think that's the plan there. And auto-penning too. Let's be mad about them auto-penning. Hey, look, I'm being honest with y'all, and I don't want this to get out, we're talking like this with each other, but we know Trump auto-pens all the time. Every time he says auto-pen, he's auto-penning. He's getting somebody else to sign stuff. Now I ain't talking about whenever them Project 2025 folks walk up there to his little desk there and walk up to him and say, here, you're going to sign this, boy. I'm not talking about that where he, grabs a big old fat Sharpie and looks like he's coloring like a 3-year-old. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about whenever he's signing other stuff, behind the scenes, he don't sign it. It's auto-penned. It's auto-penned. So he's allowed to use the auto-pen, because he's Trump, that's Daddy Trump. Ooh, does that still make y'all tingle when you call him Daddy? I bet it does. Hey, look, but anyway, he auto-pens all the time because he ain't got time to be signing stuff like that. He's golfing all the time, you know what I mean? He's out there golfing. You can't swing a club and be signing papers at the same time, so he's got to have the auto-pen, because Trump. And plus, how all them golf trips and stuff, hey, word on the street is, you know what they added into that big, beautiful bill? $300 million for him to golf off of, y'all. And that right there is thinking ahead, is the way I see it. That's thinking ahead, because them Democrats are all the time talking about it's the taxpayer dollars paying for all them golf trips. That's all he does is golf, and the tax dollars are having to pay for it and all. Hey, this way, the tax dollars don't have to pay for it. It's in that bill right there. It's in that bill, $300 million for his golf trips, so them Democrats can just shut up about it, you know what I mean? They ain't the tax dollars doing it. That bill's doing it. So it's already paid for, already paid for. So that's good. That's saving money right there on the tax dollars. So anyway, but like I said, he's got to auto-pen because he's busy, like going over to the Saudi Arabias over there and the United Arab, the immigrants and stuff, and getting all them business deals for his families and stuff like that, making personal business deals. He's too busy of a man be having to sign paperwork. So he's got to auto-pen. So anyway, I just want to let you know he is going to come up with a new list of people to hate on, because if Sleepy Joe ain't around, hey, he's going to replace Sleepy Joe with like 10 other people, y'all. That's going to be great for us to hate on them people. Now, look, I got a question also. I got this kind of I'm going out this weekend. I'm going to be hanging around some of them Democrats, all right? They're going to have questions for me. And I need y'all to be able to tell me how to answer these things. Now, that big, beautiful bill right there, it's got big old tax cuts in it. Big ones, too, y'all. Look, I know I ain't supposed to do this, but I did, y'all. I used the Google. I did use the Google, but I mean, you can use it too. Don't tell people that you use it, but I did use it. I looked at those tax cuts, y'all. It ain't for us. None of them tax cuts are for us. Hey, we're all getting tax increases is what we're getting. All of us. If you make less than $400,000 a year, which we do, our taxes are going up. And it starts at the bottom tax bracket. People that make less than like $16,000 a year, taxes are going up 75%. Yep. And up to like $60,000 a year, taxes are going up like 25%. And it just goes all the way up to $400,000. Taxes are going up on all them people. But hey, good news though, if you make more than that, your taxes are going down, especially if you're in the top 1% or the top 1/10 of 1%. Yeah, that's math. It's math. Anyway, look though, then your taxes are going down dramatically. So if you're super rich, you ain't gonna have to pay no taxes at all. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's good. That's good because he said he's gonna give us tax cuts. He just didn't say for who. Well, now we know who it's for. It ain't for us, but at least tax cuts is in the words. So he did do it. Promises made, promises kept. So, but anyway, look now. What are we supposed to tell those Democrats when they ask us about all of our taxes going up? Are we supposed to be happy about that? Now look, I thought about it and I was like, well, hey, you know what? I tell them it's meant to be that way. That's the way it works. It trickles down. It trickles down. But in reality, y'all, it don't trickle down. I mean, it ain't trickled down since 1980. Why is it going to start now? Is gravity working different these days? I don't think it is. Because, I mean, if you think about it, thinking about it. Hey, look, imagine this, that if the idea there was for all that money to trickle down to us by giving it to rich people first, well, why don't they just give us the money to begin with then? And then it don't have to trickle, But anyway, I don't need to know what I'm going to tell them Democrats about it, though, because I can't pretend like, I can't not pretend that I agree with it. You know what I mean? I got to pretend that I agree with it, because it's right in the MAGA code of conduct. Y'all know that. But the Democrats are right about their whole tax policy and stuff, but we're on the wrong side of that, but we can't admit we're on the wrong side of it because then we would agree with Democrats, and we can't agree with Democrats because, that violates the MAGA code of conduct right off the rip, y'all. We know that. We don't get kicked out of our cult. My Lord. But so anyway, what am I supposed to tell them about that? And then you know what else they're going to ask me about? That Trump did it again, y'all. He did it to us again whenever he was asked there by a reporter the other day about Joe and his prostate cancer, y'all. And he was asked by a reporter because that reporter didn't believe that he actually wrote that note there on the Truthless Social there because it was all spelled right and all the spelling was right and the words were in the right order and there wasn't a whole lot of exclamation points and unnecessary capitalization of letters and stuff. So, so they knew that he didn't really write it. So they asked him, did he have any thoughts on it there? And he did. One, that Joe had the stage 9, y'all. He had the stage 9. Now, look, there ain't no stage 9 there of the cancers, y'all. It ain't. If there was, stage 9 would be, you ever heard that saying, ashes to ashes and dust to dust? That right there would be the dust to dust part. That would be going back to dust is what that'd be. Stage 9 would mean that you are back one with the earth again, that you're just dusting it up is what's happening there. It might actually mean that you're getting ready to be a brand new baby already and on your way back. That's stage 9's there. So anyway, so he was making that point while he was making the point that, well, he's cognitively fit, y'all. He's cognitively fit because person, woman, man, camera, TV. He can say that, y'all. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. He can say that, which proves super genius. super genius. So while he was making that point, he was talking about Joe Biden having the stage 9s there. Now, there ain't, like I said, no stage 9s. Now, there might be 9 stages of dumbassery. There could be 9 stages of dumbassery, and I'm pretty sure there is, because look, Donald Trump's on like stage 15 of that right now, y'all. Stage 15. He shows it to us every day. So another thing those Democrats are going to try to talk to me about, and what do I say to defend his 15th stage of dumbassery, y'all? How do I defend against that? I just need y'all to let me know before this weekend comes, because I'm going to be having some important conversations about all this stuff, all right? So if you can, just drop it in the comments. Tell me how I'm supposed to lie, deflect, spin, move the goalpost, and all those things, y'all, and gaslight. So let me know what I'm supposed to be saying, and I appreciate it, y'all, all right? Inmate Trump.